In the hushed silence of Jerusalem's hallowed ground, where the echoes of ancient faiths and fierce crusades intertwined, a new chapter in a saga of knights and devotion began. It was in this crucible of belief and conflict, sometime between 1118 and 1120, that 9 French knights, driven not by the spoils of war but by a profound vow, took up arms for a unique and sacred cause. Their leader, a nobleman named Hugh de Payens, along with his companion Godfrey de Saint-Omer, stood before Baldwin II, the King of Jerusalem. They pledged to protect the perilous pilgrimage routes to the Holy Land, a treacherous journey fraught with peril for Christian travelers. This humble beginning, sanctioned by the king who granted them a wing of his royal palace on the Temple Mount, believed to be the site of Solomon's temple, gave the order its enduring name, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon. Their early years were characterized by austerity and a mission of pure service. The first Grand Master, Hugh de Payens, understood that for this fledgling order to survive, it needed more than just a divine calling. It required legitimacy and powerful allies. He embarked on a journey across Europe, seeking support from the continent's most influential figures. It was at the Council of Troy in 1129 that their fate was sealed. The council, under the influential patronage of Bernard of Clairvaux, a Cistercian abbot and one of the most respected spiritual leaders of his time, officially recognized the order. Bernard, in his powerful treatise, In Praise of the New Knighthood, extolled the virtues of these warrior monks, arguing that their dual role, both a soldier of Christ and a protector of the innocent, was a noble and holy calling. This endorsement marked a pivotal turning point. The order, which had started with just 9 knights, began to grow exponentially. Supported by papal bulls and generous donations from European monarchs and nobles, the Knights Templar rapidly transformed into a powerful, multinational force. They became known for their discipline, their distinctive white mantles adorned with a red cross, and their unwavering courage on the battlefield. Their military prowess was honed through intense training and an uncompromising code of conduct. They were the shock troops of the Crusades, often fighting on the front lines and earning a fearsome reputation among their adversaries. Beyond the battlefield, they were architects of a revolutionary financial system. They accepted deposits from pilgrims and provided letters of credit, allowing travelers to journey without the danger of carrying large sums of gold. In effect, the Templars became the forerunners of modern banking, amassing immense wealth and political influence across Europe. Their rise from a humble band of protectors to a dominant force in both the military and financial spheres was one of the most remarkable stories of the medieval era. The Knights Templar, now at the pinnacle of their power, were an indispensable force in the tumultuous landscape of the Holy Land. Their Grand Masters, men of exceptional military and diplomatic skill, navigated the complex political and religious currents of the Crusades. Figures like Philippe de Milly, a formidable warrior and nobleman of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, led the order with a keen strategic mind during a period of escalating conflict with the Muslim forces under Nur ad-Din. He was succeeded by a series of capable leaders who helped solidify the Templars' reputation as the fiercest fighting force in Christendom. The tide, however, began to turn with the rise of Salah al-Din, Saladin, the legendary sultan who united the Islamic lands. The Templars, under the hot-headed leadership of Grand Master Gérard de Ridefort, found themselves in a desperate struggle for survival. Ridefort's reckless decision-making is often cited as a key factor in the disastrous Battle of Hattin in 1187, a crushing defeat that led to the capture of the True Cross and the fall of Jerusalem. Ridefort himself was taken prisoner, but was later released in exchange for the surrender of Gaza, a decision that drew heavy criticism. Despite this setback, the Templars remained a cornerstone of the Crusader states, participating in major conflicts such as the Siege of Acre in 1189 to 1191. Yet, The loss of Jerusalem and the subsequent waning of Crusader power in the Holy Land signaled the beginning of their decline. The Templars' final stand in the east came in 1291 at the Siege of Acre, the last major Crusader stronghold. Their Grand Master, Guillaume de Beaujeu, fought valiantly and was killed defending the city. The fall of Acre marked the end of the Templars' presence in the Levant and forced the order to relocate its headquarters first to Cyprus and then to Paris. Their newfound proximity to the centers of European power, combined with their immense wealth, would prove to be a fatal combination. In Paris, the Templars' riches became a source of envy and suspicion. They had become creditors to kings and popes, but none owed them more than King Philip IV of France. Known as Philip the Fair, the king was deeply in debt to the order and saw their wealth as a potential solution to his financial woes. He began to manufacture a case against them, fueled by rumors and allegations that had long swirled around the secretive order. These were not mere whispers. They were a calculated campaign of slander designed to destroy the Templars' reputation and justify their seizure of assets. The whispers of secret rites, idol worship, and heresy now began to be shouted as accusations. Philip's scheme was set in motion, leading to a shocking and brutal crackdown that would bring the mighty order to its knees. The end of the Knights Templar arrived with a shocking and swift brutality. In the early morning hours of Friday, October 13th, 1307, an event that would cement the date as a symbol of misfortune, King Philip IV of France launched a coordinated raid across his kingdom. Templar knights, including their Grand Master Jacques de Molay, were arrested on charges that were as sensational as they were baseless. They were accused of heresy, spitting on the cross, engaging in lewd rituals, and worshipping a mysterious idol known as Baphomet. The subsequent trials were a travesty of justice. Under horrific torture, many Templars, including Molay, confessed to the fabricated charges. These confessions, extracted under duress, were used by the Inquisition and King Philip to justify the order's destruction. Molay, a seasoned warrior who had dedicated his life to the order, later retracted his confession, leading to his fate being sealed. On March 18th, 1314, Jacques de Molay, along with the preceptor of Normandy, Geoffrey de Charnay, was brought to a small island in the Seine River in Paris. Before a massive crowd, they were burned at the stake. According to legend, as the flames consumed him, Molay defiantly cursed both King Philip and Pope Clement V, summoning them to appear before God within a year. Miraculously, both men died within that time frame, fueling the legend and casting a dark shadow over the Templars' demise. With the order officially dissolved by Pope Clement V, the Templars' vast wealth was supposed to be transferred to the Knights Hospitaller, another prominent military order. However, much of the treasure was seized by Philip IV and other European monarchs, fulfilling the king's original motive. The sudden and brutal end of the order, combined with their secretive nature and immense wealth, gave rise to centuries of speculation. The enduring conspiracy theories suggest that the Templars' treasure was not fully confiscated and was instead hidden. Others claim the knights went underground, preserving their secret knowledge and traditions, possibly influencing the rise of secret societies like the Freemasons. Today, the Knights Templar continue to captivate the public imagination, embodying the tragic and romantic ideal of a warrior monk. Their story is a powerful reminder of how political greed and a thirst for power can destroy even the most formidable and revered institutions. From their humble beginnings as protectors of pilgrims to their dramatic fall, the legacy of the Templars endures in countless books, films, and legends, a testament to their indelible mark on medieval history.